always going to be something that was unforeseen or last minute. How do you maybe control for it? Probably in the same way you do for other things. It depends on the scale, obviously, the churn or the movement of resources, the duration of projects, all of these kind of things, right? But just as a kind of blanket response to that question in particular, what my brain goes to is kind of dedicated pockets of time, if that makes sense, to either handle those situations from an RM perspective. So internally, like how do I free up my RM's capacity to get taken or overrun with all of these things we need to manage? But equally, you could think about it particularly from a staffing perspective too. I always like to get back to, particularly when there's issues or customer escalations, these different types of scenarios where you almost have like a risk reserve, like you have a dedicated group of people. They still have their day job, but there's like a group of people you can pull together very, very quickly, like a rapid response team, for example. And you can do this in different ways. I mean, if we think about managing bench even, some of that could play into it there where, you know, you might have a project manager where you're not expecting them to be 100% billable utilized, right? You're keeping over 20 or 30% because they have other things that they need to do. The same can be true of these situations that occur last minute, might require a short response or might need someone to kind of parachute into a project, fix a problem and step back out again. So I'm not sure how directly I'm tackling the exact, response maybe Molly wants, but I think it's some of this is discipline as well, right? Again, we can't probably respond that, hey, you didn't plan for it, don't expect me to pick it up immediately. That's just not how business works. You need to have those kind of escalation frameworks there. Preferably documented and agreed with the rest of the business that, hey, these are the situations that do constitute an emergency. And when they happen, you can guarantee that within X SLA, we're going to respond to it. But you're right. I would never let those exceptions overshadow the general rules of engagement that you want within the business. You have to protect that space for the strategy. If you get overrun with these ad hoc things, you've lost that ability to actually plan for the future and you're just kicking a can down the road.